Trail Rider 570. Today it starts. I'm going to install the Mudbuster kit on my Polaris Ranger 570. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to give you a walk around as it is right now. Then I'll give you a walk. Then we'll do an install. Then I'll give you a walk around with it complete. So let's get going here. And right here's where we start. I'll get back with you after this. Hi there, this is Trail Rider back with you now. I'm kind of cheating. I'm not going to pull the box to do the panels right now when I do this kit. I'm going to wait till the spring when I got an extra pair of hands. I can take the box off carefully without damaging it, and I can set it up to where I can, because I got to pull this shielding off. And you can see it goes around the motor mounts and stuff like that. And they actually suggest you pull the box. So I am not going to put the protection stuff underneath the box right now. And if you notice, I did pull the pin, because I have one guy got his comments, you know, pull the pin makes it easier to get stuff. But realistically, you don't gain that much room if you want to service the air box. It maybe come back an inch or two, and that's about it. So, but what we're going to do is we're going to install this side here. I'm kind of bouncing around, guys. I'm going to tell you straight up, I've already done one side, and the front is a bitch to get everything on, because now, hold on here, my camera up here so you can see these rivets here you got to pull out. And I found this is better than any tool you could have. You just get careful you don't squeeze and cut them. You can get this underneath there, and you can pop the rivets out. Then you take a screwdriver, which I happen to have one right here, and we just pry this piece off. Then we just pull this piece out, right there, boom, rivets out. That's easier than any freaking tool you can buy. And everybody has a pair of side cutters in their toolbox. So, but we're gonna, I'm gonna piece this back together so I can keep it together. Because you want to use all the stock rivets here. I'm gonna tell you right now. I've already played with it. On the other side, their supplied rivets don't work as well as the stock rivets here. We're going to be drilling some additional holes, a couple here and I think 2 here, but that's it. Then their plugs work great for that, but when you're going into the original mounting location, use the stock rivets. That's why I installed the other side off camera, because I wanted to see how easy it would go, and I got to, you know, I had to figure it out myself because I've never done one of these kits before. So we're going to get the fender piece right now, and we'll get going here. I'll take the here and fold it up. Right here's the fender piece, and bear in mind when you're doing this in the cold, I discovered some of the spots. It was easier to I used a heat gun, make it more pliable. Okay, we got that in there. And actually, I got my lighting right where it's shining in my eyes, rather than not where I need it to be. Like I said, I'm going to do everything excluding the box for now, and in the spring, when I got an extra pair of hands up here, I will do that then. But and what I found works good. Notice I got the wheel turned a little bit too. That gives me some room to get around in here with it. This is like doing it yourself. It's like fighting with a monkey at times. Just like that. Remember, I'm using the stock rivets when I'm installing this. I'm not using the ones that they supplied. I need a cameraman and I need a lighting person. I tried using their rivets here, and to be absolutely honest with you, I didn't like them. I know they give you enough to do theirs. See how that goes? Now, because I don't pull punches. I'm going to be honest with you guys. These don't install easy as you think they would. Especially the fronts are the hardest part. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to get me a pair of vice grips I got set up for plant. These can be your friend when you're doing these by yourself. What I do, I get on the back side here. Find me a good spot to grip a hold of you grab the frame of the unit and the plastic. Take them off a little bit. Because you gotta go rivet for rivet. You gotta be able to bounce around just a little bit on them. Okay, we're gonna stick him in here. I'm already in the hole. See there how easy it works once you get it lined up. Smack with a hammer. Don't be afraid to hit it. I discovered that one. Then we're going to get another rivet. I don't know if you call these rivets, but you know, these pieces here. I use my light so I can see where I'm lining up here. It'd almost be better if they would work on getting their holes a little closer. Now this side here is actually going in easier. What I do, get my hammer here, smack them in just a little bit. Can. Hopefully you can see all this. I'm Sorry, I'm my own cameraman, and this is a little hard to do by yourself at times. But I do appreciate you guys watching my videos. I try my best. Just like that. Then we got 2 rivets that gotta go up here. And like I said, I tried using theirs, and it doesn't always work like you think. Actually, this fender here, mud flap, like you should call it, is actually going on easier than the other side did, to be honest with you. I'm gonna tell you right now, but I've already done it, so I kind of know what what you got to do. And when I do, helps out a little bit. Just take a pair of vice grips. They're your best friend. It won't hurt it. Like I said, in the spring, the other part of this video will be I'll be finishing up the install of the mud protectors in the box. This is where it gets tricky because their holes don't always line up where you think. There. Got them. Got that one in. Get this other one in. Then we got 5 holes that we have to drill into it, the plastic. I found it helps out a little bit here. I'll come back to that one. I think once I get this one in place, I'll be able to get it straighter. Just like that, they're in. Well, pretty, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Now, this is where we use their supplied parts. When I get done, I'll clean this all up too. And that's the other thing too, the surface underneath this, I'm using a step bit. The surface underneath here, I've already took some cleaning solution and cleaned it up. Okay, now this is where I gotta get tricky. We gotta use a heat gun on it. We gotta heat her up a little bit. So when I find it, be all set. Right here. I'll lose my light for a few. What I do is I take the heat gun, and I just kind of go along this edge. I have a heavier, higher output heat gun I could use as well. This is actually the hardest part, is these front end, putting these flaps on the front. We'll see what we got here in a minute. I'll get done. I'll turn light on it, and I'll give you I'll do a walk around, show you how it fits and that. Oh yeah, we got heat in there now. Yeah, it got a lot. It gets a lot closer. Don't be afraid to smack them. You ain't gonna hurt them. Besides that, if you damage them, you got extras. You just get creative using them. Okay, now we'll put the light back on. That's really the only place you need to put heat out on it, I found, is right during that curve. Alright, get their light over here where we can see what we're doing. How's about that? You can see we got these 4 holes here. Now we're going to take our, this is the easy part. Take our drill bit, step bit, just like that. That's all I got to do. And we'll grab our plugs, our rivets, we'll stick them in the hole, just like that. Notice I'm opening the hole up a little bigger. That's all right because the head of the rivet is big enough that it still covers it. Otherwise, you can just use a regular drill bit if you want. Okay, when you get one, it just doesn't want to compress. You got to figure out why. Pull this back out. That's broke. That's a good reason. There we go. Got it. Pretty tight. in. For the record, that's a broken one. When you drill these, I've already verified it. Make sure you have no wiring underneath here that you could drill into. That would be cool. Like that. There it is. The front's installed. Now what I'll do is I'm going to go around with a hammer and give them a good smack. And I don't really care for those two, how they're fitting, so I'm going to take them apart again. I'm going to find a tool. There it is, right down in front of me. Foot on it. I don't like how these rivets are sitting, so we're going to pull these back out. And I'm going to take my step bit. I'm going to drill this hole. Double check the hole here. Like so. Now we reinstall it. And I don't like that. So I guess I'm going to have to use theirs. Thank goodness they give you some. I'm going to use theirs here. Just like that. There it is. It's on. Now comes the, I call the easy part. We're going to move my lighting around. I'll get back with you. Okay, guys, these are the easiest of all of it to do. And this is back in here, minus the inserts for the box, which I'm going to do at a later date. Because I'm going to need some help pulling the box. I'm all by myself. Sometimes I was trying to figure a way to do it, but I don't want to damage it, so we're going to go ahead and drill a hole. Just like that. That'll be our starter hole. I'm going to grab the plug. Got a plug right here, stick in here, and then we go boom. Just like that, we got the first one in, holding it up. Then we're going to work our way down. And then as you get down here, this is made to fit around here. So what I'll do is I'm going to drill, if I drill these right where the holes are, it should come out for us. So I'm using a step bit, obviously. Use whatever you got, you know. It works pretty good for this, actually. Get my hand on here. Like that. Smack that in. Grab another one. Doing is I'm working my way down it. So that way I can, there's actually enough give in this material too that you can pull it over. You can pull it over to align it. Just like that. I just go ahead and go this way. I do see something I don't like, but that's something I can probably take care of. These edges here are squared. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to taper this. I'm going to round this because I could see this catching, or what I do, I can see this catching on a tree. So if I go from this point and just put an angle in it and cut it and do the other side the same way, it'll be a much better setup. Then I discovered I'm gonna get the stuff, put the shock back on the box. The bottom two, it's better to have the box down. And I dropped and took my pin that knew in the dirt. Found it right there. Clip in. Get the light out of the way now. And get you out here. You can see when we get down, I'll show you. See how they stick out? How they're going to stick out in the back. And on this side. I always was getting crap through up here. Now this should stop it. Then you can see the flares in the front end there that I've already installed on it. So now I just got to do that. And plus it's pretty cool. They got it embossed in here, the Mudbuster logo. So I'll go ahead and get this piece in, drilled. And then we only got 2 more pieces to put on. And I'm going to take off the stock panels to put their panels on because they supplied them to me. It only makes sense, and I'll put my stock panels away. Okay, then we'll go ahead and get my drill here. Drill a hole. And we'll get a hammer. And smack her. Just like that. Then we get one more hole here to drill, then this is installed. Like so. And the basic kit, you can install this stuff without pulling the box, but the kit they sent me, you can see how it comes out even with the back of the box now, so it's gonna keep the stuff from being thrown out at you. So I'm going to get back with you in a few. I got to figure out what I'm going to do next. Okay, I'm back with you. I took a few minutes. I had to figure this out. So I got it apart. We got a lower, basically a lower fender. Just got to go on here. So I figure out what I did with all my stuff. You'll be all set. They give you this lower fender piece right here, and what it does is you install it. Took me a little bit to figure out where it went. They didn't show it, the install, in the picture. And also, because I have the inner pieces already installed, they give you pieces to go here, and I'm not going to put them on. So whoever gets out of the kit, I'm just going to put them in the kit, and it'll be a bonus for you. I'll make sure though. And these just go on. Screw on. Screw on. Like that. And then I got one cap that I didn't pull off. Get my pliers here a minute. Figure out what I'm doing. Be all set. Getting down the wire here, guys. Anybody know where my pliers went? Because I laid them down somewhere. Oh goodness, unless I put them back. I just had them here. Give me a minute, guys. Oh, right there. They were right where they belonged. So, I'm gonna go up here. You gotta pull one of these plugs off here, factory plug. And yes, I'm gonna use the factory stuff back over. Like so. Then we'll take this and push it up. Put the factory plug back in there. Give it a smack. Okay, I'll give it a bigger smack. Yes, I like working with hammers. Let's see here. There we go. Then we gotta go do the other side, do the same thing. So we'll move you over there. Next, you guys, I'm just going to go ahead and do the other side, and I'll get back with you. You already seen me do this side. It's a mirror image of the other side. The other side is. Hey guys, I got done on it. What I'm going to get done for now, but I'm going to show you a few things I did not like, and so what I did is I modified it myself. If you remember, this corner here was squared. I cut an angle on it. I think it looks much better with an angle. So I did that on both sides and that. So you can see the fenders are installed. So now it's going to keep the shit from being thrown up here as well as keep it from thrown up on the side. Not everybody's going to like this kit. I'm going to tell you right now, it's for function, you know, if you look at it. But not everybody's going to like this kit. I'm kind of on the wire about it. I got it on here, but it's not that hard to remove it and just put the loops back in if I want to. But I'm going to give it a try. And like I said, I had the factory stock panels right here, so I'm going to stick with them. So these panels, this panel and this panel is going to go in the other kit. And these are for the box right here. These are the go underneath the box, and those I will install at a later date. I'll just install them, but that's basically it. Yeah, probably an hour and a half to install it. They do give you a really nice instruction sheet with a lot of pictures. So to tell you where to put everything and where to drill. You know, if it's in the yellow here, they want you to be careful when you're drilling through here and make sure there's nothing behind there, because sometimes machines are, the wiring's run just a little bit different. So you got to keep that in mind when you're drilling these 5 holes. But other than that, it's not a terrible kit. Like I say, these pieces here, I'm going to install in the spring because I got to pull the box. And when I do that, I'll get my buddy up here to help me. Then we'll pull off and I'll lay it on sawhorses or something to do it. Then I'll put those pieces on. So these pieces here, I'm going to install and I'm going to put in the other kit. And you know, so if you like this kit, you go to mudbusters.com and you can order it. And you can get $15 off your order if you go promo code CLAUDE, all capital, 570MB. And you get $15 off your order if you want to put this kit on there. It does stick out a little bit beyond the box. You know, these are 56 inches, so, you know, it's a little bit wider now. But, I don't know. I'll give it a try. We'll see how it works out. So, I didn't realize what these pieces were for, and when these get warmed up, they'll. I did drill this and mount these. These are just kind of drooping over, so I drilled it and I put a plug in each side. But I'm on a wire with it. If I like it or not. If I don't like it, I can always take it back off. It'll go off, come off the machine a lot easier than it goes on. But up where I'm at, I do have mud puddles and everything else I have to deal with. So we'll give it a try. So this is part 2. Part 3 is going to be my driving around with it, doing a review on it. And that will happen after next week sometime, unfortunately, because I'm going away tomorrow morning to visit a really good friend. We're going to spend a couple days with him down in the southeast part of the state of Michigan. So, there'll be no videos for the next few days. But if you're new to my channel, if you will, and it helps me a lot, like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for future updates. And as always, I will see you on my next video. And goodbye for now, and God bless.